Makes sense, said Agatha flatly. What are you really thinking? Tetris asked. Both of us are being fools, thinking there's an easy way out. Your father made the tournaments for a reason. He wants you to finish the tests, not find some way around them. But I can't get past the second test. Why would your father make a test you can't pass? Agatha pushed. You who he gave his ring to, you, his true hire. Tetris thought about this. What if these tests aren't just means to prove I'm king? What if they're means to make me a better king than my dad? The first test was about the Green Knights. Why? To learn there were two Japheths and a connection between them, yes. That strange vision of Evelyn you saw in the pool. But the test was more than that. To see that the Green Knights was one of my dad's mistakes. He lost his brother to anger and pride. He lost Merlin too. He knew I could be just as angry and prideful, like when I refused to hear the story of the Green Knight. He feared that my emotions would get the best of me. So the test was a lesson. Swallowing Merlin's spirit means swallowing my pride and letting the grudges against my father go. It means accepting him as fallible and forgiving him for it. The first test of being a good king. Only I messed it all up, said Agatha. Did you? Said Tetris. Or did that want the second test to be about you? Maybe that had a glimpse of the future, like you and Sophie guessed. The more I think about it, the more I think he wanted to put you to the test. The next Queen of Camelot. Because that chose the wrong one. My mother wounded him and nearly brought down the kingdom. Everything that's gone wrong in that history can be traced to the Guinevere mystic that wanted her to die for the pain she caused him. She even put a death warrant on her head. Not because he truly wanted her to die, because he wanted her to come back to him. That death warrant was his last cry of love. So now he's putting the same warrant on your head, daring us to find a way out. Maybe this is his way of forgiving my mother, if I can learn from her sins. If I choose the White Queen because of her. That's why I think that moved the bounty to you. To test our love. To redeem Guinevere. To finish his and my mother's story. Tetris exhaled. Only I have no idea how. Which is why we are inside the snake, looking for something to help us. He walks taller, his voice stilling. But we will win somehow. I promised you that from the beginning. You are the queen, Agatha. My queen. We are unbreakable in a way Arthur and Guinevere never were. Which means we are not going to die from this. We are going to come out stronger. He waited for her to say something. When she didn't, he looked back at her, silhouetted in their twin gold gloves, his princess quiet and thoughtful, her head bowed. She clasped his hand, letting him lead her. Soon, their glows faded, neither able to sustain them. But the green lights paved the way, throbbing bigger, brighter ahead, like an emerald in a mine. Your wishes, Agatha remembered. What did you ask the genie for? Powers, said Tedros vaguely, still feeling the genie's magic pushing in his blood. Powers that can help us, Agatha prompted. Tedros didn't answer, because he didn't know the answer. The genie's powers wouldn't last much longer. Would they work against the snake when the time came? Tedros still had doubts about the nice plan, which is why he needed to find something here first, something else to use against Japheth. Suppose he can see us, said Agatha, eyeing the glow ahead. Suppose he knows we're in his sequence. We're safe here, Tedros reminded. It's Ison's will. I thought the same thing when I went into Ryan's blood, she pointed out. Japheth saw us, remember, almost killed me and Sophie. The blood crystal, Tedros thought. It was inside Ryan's blood that Agatha had learned that Ryan and Japheth were Arthur's sons with Athelin Cedar. And yet... What about Japheth's blood? Tedros moaned. To get into the Celestium, he had to have Wizard's blood. There's no other way in. But how could Japheth have Wizard's blood? Agatha asked. Ryan's blood said he and Japheth are Arthur and Evelyn's sons. Neither parent is a wizard or a sorcerer. There must be another explanation. Like what? How could Ryan pull Excalibur the first time? Why did the Lady of the Lake kiss Japheth, thinking he was the king? Why did Ryan have a finger glow and not his brother? Why did I see Athelin Cedar in the pool? There's so many questions with no explanations, Tedros. As if we not only have the story wrong, but don't even know the story at all.